When you secure
Still hearing audio though somewhere. All right. Hello, everybody. I have no idea if I have audio or not. Let me check over here. I do have audio. Welcome to Kids Style Live with the Zoom homies. The camera's not there. The camera's over there. Now I moved it today. We have Rich. We have Bill. We have Sam. We have Greg. We have Darren in here. Hello, gentlemen. And Greg.
Hello.
And Jeff.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, kind of low, but it is going out over YouTube. So I've got a whole new setup going here. I did move the camera. I can't really see how the camera looks unless I move Zoom over here. I guess I could do that. I'm only running 3 things right now: OBS, Zoom, and YouTube Studio. After some research this morning, I'm not watching any other live streams. I'm not watching my own live stream, and I'm going to do this for a while and just to see if the numbers actually do go up or go down or whatever. Now I can't see chat at all because I got Zoom in front of the studio, so I can't see chat. Zoom or OBS is too far away, and the chat's about this big. That's why I asked Sam a question a while ago if I can detach it, undock it, put it to its own monitor. Now I'll flip that monitor from horizontal to vertical, and then the chat will be good for me.
You younger fellas may get away with that. When you get to my age, you got to be careful about watching your stream.
I'm gonna try this. Got some interesting feedback today on the live stream. So Sam, if I undock this to move it, is there any specific or special procedures I need to do that, or can I just undock it and move it where I want?
Who the hell cares? Do it.
Well, I don't want to undock it and disappear and go away, Grumpy, who's about to be a permanent resident of the waiting room. We're going to change it to Greg's place. It'll have a lawn for Greg to mow. It'll have carpet for Greg to clean. All right, I'm going to undock it. This could be a mistake.
Greg would be a wealthy man if he quit spending money on seed and fertilizer.
All right, so when you pop it out.
And soil.
And
all
water.
Right, this works.
Yeah,
I just popped out chat. So let's go look at chat now that I know chat's working. Greg Guy, first 2 days in a row. Wow. He did not get prior knowledge of it whatsoever. I stopped doing that years ago. Rick Lake says, hello, Greg. You may have gotten first, but I will settle for first or second any day. Robert Michael was third. It's rigged. This is rigged. It's rigged, I tell you. Rick's laughing at Robert. Jeff says, and reliably, first from Sin City. First, last, and only. I'm working on that. I tell you, I really am. Mike Wojak joins us in chat. Now the problem I have is in order to make this look natural, I've got to kind of maybe put chat over here and hide a couple of people. You're never going to know who it is because it doesn't go out over the live stream, or does it? Nope, looks like it does not. Let's see. Charlie Purdy, Mike Wojak. Hello, Charlie. Hello, Mike. Thank you, Charlie, for being there this morning. I really did appreciate it. I honestly didn't expect anybody to watch that. I was just basically killing time. I wanted to clear some things up in my own head, which before Greg says it, it's never going to happen. Rick says hello to Mike and Charlie. Jeff says hello to Charlie.
Stream this morning?
I did. I started it at 9. I got up at 7 and I started it at 9. A couple things I wanted to go over.
Well, I was there for a minute or two.
Yeah, I seen you were there. Yeah, there were more people there than I honestly thought were going to be there, which is good.
Well, I had to get up, take care of another chore, and I heard the bell go off on the phone.
I hear you. Ellen PH says, hello, Sir Ken. Hello, Ellen. One Fish says, hi, all. John says, you have audio. That's good. Is there an echo? Because I've always got audio. Sometimes I have an echo. That's the problem. Mike says, hello back to Rick and Jeff. Nightbox says, Ken, thanks for being here. Good. Tampa Bay's 2-0. And the Texans are in the Colts division, so that's good for the Colts. Why did that say welcome to me? Maybe someone said hello. Could we test that real quick? And let me get caught up and we'll see. Rick Lake says at Jeff Ryman, or Mike, wait a minute. I'm confused. Mike Wojcik says at Rick Lake's at Jeff Ryman, hi. And then the next thing it says is welcome Rick, thanks for being here. Again, you got me. I don't know. Nightbot might be on its way to following SpeakerBot and StreamerBot out the door, which speaking of that, I forgot to start the one. So all your chat comments may or may not show up tonight in the scroll, which may or may not work properly as well. I did test it earlier today. It did work today, but that was earlier today. And we all know how that goes. All right, let's get back to chat, and I'll clean that mess up in just a second. I have lost the chat. It's over here somewhere. There it is. Tampa Bay beat Texas. Good. Proud single mother. Hello, Susanna. Rick saying hello to a couple people. Looks like I'm all caught up now. So if someone could put in a hello somebody or whatever over there, I can see if that's what's triggered. I think hello's a trigger word. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Hello at Jeff Ryman. How are you? So that says welcome, Jeff, for being here. That's kind of interesting. I didn't think I set that up that way. I thought that was actually set up to be the person that says it actually says welcome to them. So, and I'm still learning Nightbot. It's a struggle, but I am learning Nightbot. So, John says hello, great guy. And Long Dog says I'd be here. Hello, Long Dog. You're only 7 minutes late. We're gonna start calling you Alex. So much easier to pronounce. Yeah, Jeff, go ahead.
What are you doing, Nightbot, to get the bat signal?
Be nice. Right now we just got whatever it says, hello Batman or welcome Batman or whatever that says. I don't know. I just type it in there and whatever it does, it does. Ellen gives me 2 green hearts. Thank you, Ellen. Long Dog says hello. We got 2 hello. So hello must say welcome Long Dog and welcome Sam or OneFish 26. Yeah, I thought about opening with an apology. No need to do that whatsoever. So, would that be acceptable? You're fine. I'm just messing with you. You're absolutely fine. I was late the other day to getting to Rick's. I was almost late getting to Doug's, and I was almost late getting to this stream tonight because there was a little bit of technical problems going on that I thought would be a simple fix. It actually turned out to be a simple fix. I unplugged the Stream Deck from its hub on my USB hub, plugged it back in, and it worked. It wasn't working until then. I don't understand that, but it seems to work. The camera, on the other hand, is fixed. It's got a 10-foot extension USB extension cord on it, or USB extension, 10 feet long, works out perfectly. I've just got to remember it's up here and I'm down here. I don't know how to fix that problem. Now, it could be worse. It could be very, very worse. I could be doing this, and you may or may not hear my voice. It's an inside joke. Some of us know exactly what I'm talking about. So there's Jazzy Jazz's channel, and it looked like it got Ellen's channel. So it should get, in no particular order, it should get Jazz, Ellen, Bill, Sam, and Ghetto. If you want your channel to be here, let me know, and I'll put a plug in for it. Now, I do know not everyone makes a comment in chat. There will be people watching that just are here, and that's fine. This is a conversation I'm having with someone east of me and south of Sam.
Dumb question. What makes Nightbot show a channel?
You have to go in there and make a. These are on timers. They're supposed to time themselves.
So it's not a comment by somebody else triggering it.
No, it's not a command. It's actually a timer. And then you go in there and you type what you want it to say, and then you just copy their channel link and put it in there. And you should be able to click that link in the chat box. Unlike the thumbnail tonight that Bill and Rich and Rick and myself, we all four had a part in that today. And when we got to a certain point, up here the light bulb went off, and I went, wouldn't it be cool if you could have an interactive link on a thumbnail? Now, I honestly knew you could not at this time, but it was worth trying. That's why at the bottom of the thumbnail it says www.whatever ricklakes@youtube.com. We were really messing around, having some fun with that, and I got a good boy Doug moment. I did something on AI today. I created the gist of that on Canva AI. What did it take, Bill? 6 tries? 7 tries? I stopped counting after 3. I have no idea. Let's see. Yep, Jazzy. So it repeats. It looks like. So it goes Ellen, Jazz, one fish. Then it should go Bill, and then it should go Ghetto, I think. My problem I'm having with Nightbot is how to time it out. I don't quite follow the timing, how that works, but it'll come together one of these days. Says danger, Batman, put your mask on. That was compliments of Greg Guy. Thank you, Greg. No coffee tonight.
For what?
You gave me an idea. You said you ought to you said replace this with that. I did that. You don't remember?
Oh. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, Greg, look right down in here, and you got your name tag right there. We'll know who you are. Here it comes. Here it comes. I figured
waiting for my dinner. I'm slow and tired after working on the lawn.
I'll bet. What are you having for dinner?
Barbecued ribs, boiled potatoes, and green beans.
I had green beans and baked pork, and I only ate half of the pork. I wasn't very hungry today for some reason. I got up and made oatmeal for breakfast, which was okay. Been a while since I've made oatmeal. I'm a little out of practice. And then for a quick snack, I had a half a can of chili, and that was pretty good. And then I had a half of my pork and green beans, little miniature can of green beans. Filled me up. I'm good to go. So earlier today, I was asked, what is this thing right here? Well, all the homies know what this is. This is a timer for how much time is left on this current Zoom session. In 15 hours, 9 minutes, and 18 seconds, it will shut off. A little bitty thing will pop up and say, this meeting will shut off in about 10 seconds. And I swear, 2 seconds later, the meeting is gone. And no, I don't shut it off. It's an automatic function. Excuse me. You can come back into it. Once it's dead, you can restart Zoom and be good to go. Ellen gives me some more green. Oh, I see a trend here. We went 2, and then 4, and then 4. I'm figuring this out. Long Dog says, oatmeal is good for you. I've been eating oatmeal for breakfast for a little while. I usually have either a scrambled egg and a sausage link or oatmeal. Every now and then a boiled egg and a sausage link. Every now and then a fried egg and a sausage link. You can see the trend here. I didn't check my weight this morning. I will check it in the morning. October 20th, I go see the doc, and we're going to discuss many, many things on that day. Hopefully my blood sugar number my A1C number is good. I'm pretty sure my weight will be down. I'm hoping my blood pressure is down, and I'm hoping I can get rid of this one dumb little pill that's about, I can't even begin to show you how little it is. Let's put it this way. That little white thing right there, maybe, I get it there. You could put 100 of these little pills inside this little white thing. And I have to cut it in half every morning. It's such a pain in the neck. And they don't make it.
I let you go in my blood sugar rating, so 5.5.
That's good. That's good. That's that's what most doctors would accept as being non-diabetic. But I read the other day where they would consider you pre-diabetic. They keep lowering the bar. It's just like with YouTube, it keeps raising the bar for certain things. The medical society keeps lowering the bar. Not want to get in any conspiracy thoughts or anything like that, but there are those that say, well, of course they do, because the pharmaceutical companies want to stay in business, so they lower the bar, so you have to take your meds, and it's just a vicious circle. Um, I don't buy into it, but I mean, I feel fine
Yeah, well,
watching
it's like when I went to mine, I talked to my doctor about, I read something where the American College of Cardiologists has lowered the numbers at which you're considered to have high blood pressure.
140 over.
Now the top number is down to about 130.
Really, it's that low? Wow.
But he said you have to temper that, in your case, with the recommendation of the geriatric doctors. And they're going to cut you a little more slack than the cardiologist by himself would.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, Long Dog, those look to be pretty
Yeah, I had
accurate
an
what I've been
interesting
seeing.
one at one doctor. My top number was 142. Well, I guess that was when I was getting ready to have my tooth pulled.
Probably a little stressed, yeah.
And the bottom number was 75, which is pretty good. So I've
Yeah,
had two weird readings like that, where the top number has been between 135 and 145, and the bottom number has been in the mid 70s.
I know the last two times I've gone,
And
they've
so
been
when my
impressed.
doctor
So
was explaining to me that the bottom number is what's on your arteries all the time. I mean, that's the base pressure, so to speak.
the three
And
more,
then when you pump, that's what the
the
top
top
number
number,
is.
yeah, diastolic,
And he said if
diastolic,
you're having a heart attack,
systolic.
both of them go to hell.
Yeah, yeah. I learned that in medical assistant school. Yeah. Long Dog says you should check on close A1C numbers if you stay under 6, but not usually a concern. Yeah, I think even if I were to drop under 6, she's still going to keep me on some medications because, as most of us know, diabetes is not curable. It's controllable, but it's not curable.
You haven't
Um,
been watching the right YouTube videos. I get these ads all the time saying if only you do this, your diabetes will go away.
does any of it involve apple cider vinegar?
Not recently,
Really?
but I
Because
know what you're
that.
talking about.
Well, there was a big push a while back where you want to get rid of your diabetes, well, drink this much apple cider vinegar a day. And I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
well,
oh yeah, gone.
the other thing, I have a cousin who's a firm believer that you ought to be drinking alkaline water to keep your body's pH in the right range. The difficulty is the pH of what you eat and drink has very little to do with the pH of what's going on inside your
All
body.
right.
And
So Long Dog,
I gave up trying to explain that to him. So
I know that feeling. John Williams, brandy old fashioned will cure anything except alcoholism.
And if it
Hello,
doesn't,
John.
you don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Good to see John. Been talking with him off and on most of the day, except for when I took my nap, and that even my nap was horrible today. So I got a question for Long Dog.
Extending my sympathies, John.
If you get to below 5 I was diagnosed diabetic type 2 in 2019. So if I go in there in October and let's just say hypothetically, just for grins, if my A1C is 5.1, am I no longer diabetic? That's kind of what I'm reading when I'm reading your comments. So I would like you to address that for me, please. Do they make Zoom for phone? They actually do make a Zoom for phone.
Yeah, there's a Zoom on my Android phone.
I go to Zoom
all the stuff
on this phone all the time. And if I were to do it right now, we would have such a horrendous echoing and for some reason an elevated volume that I don't want to do it. I have made that mistake more than once. And just recently, as a matter of fact, like yesterday, I've made that mistake. I've got it on my phone primarily for when I'm out driving around and I've been talking to the homies and we got a good conversation going on, or I am driving around and getting ready to go play golf or something. All right. Well, no, not necessarily because you're taking the medication which keeps your blood sugar better controlled than your body does. Yeah. Again, I mean, I'm not a doctor. I haven't practiced nursing in many, many, many years now, but I've always heard and been told you can't cure it, but you can control it. That doesn't mean if I get to 5.1, I'm not going to go out and get me a big old Dairy Queen and a big old piece of chocolate cake, and which would be butter pecan, by the way, and then go out and just ruin my diet. That would be silly. So what I'm hoping, knock on wood, is I go to an annual instead of a biannual. I'm hoping I can do this once a year. It's kind of what I've got planned for me. Let's go look at chat. Buffering must be time for the dancing ladies. So John says I got buffering. I don't have any drop frames. I did not see any buffering on the studio. Let me make sure the studio is still live. It is not, which is an indication it may have buffered. I'll have to look into that because I see it and it looks okay. And I've got chat over here literally in front of me about this big, which is good because I can read it with no problem. Remember, just because A1C tests come out being low in the normal range of the medicine, sure. I mean, your medicine, your diet, and your exercise all play in part of that. If you remove the medication, yeah, I would agree. I would think if your body's used to this and you take it away, then yeah, you're going to have high numbers again. So there is Princess Cam. I haven't seen Ghetto's channel pop up yet, but then again, I don't remember the time factor I have on his channel. It's in there. It is in there, but I don't know what it is. So John is calling for the dancing ladies. Can't guarantee they work, but here we go. We're going to try the dancing ladies.
Silk and satin, feel the night. Ooh, yeah. Glitter falling, golden light. Shine, shine. Every step, a whispered tease. Moving slow like honey bees. Shimmy, shimmy, watch me glow. Oh, oh. Take it high and bring it low. Down, down. Velvet shine, I steal the show. Flow, flow.
That's all, folks.
StreamerBot. I cleared everything out, set it all down this morning, forgot to start it for tonight.
You got to do the broadcast over again.
Redo the whole thing from the beginning. Okay. It's funny you say that because I watched the live stream 2 days ago. And then tonight I'm fooling around doing something. I get a pop-up for an upload of the live stream I watched 2 days ago. So that seems to be a trend I'm seeing a lot of as well. It's weird.
Yeah, John.
Where did chat go? Chat disappeared. Oh, I know why. Because I clicked on Zoom, which brings Zoom to the foreground and puts chat in the background. That's going to be why. That's exactly why I want to put it on its own monitor, because that way there's nothing to interfere with it. So let me go take one run at chat and then we'll get out of here. Let's see. Yeah, there were only 2 names. because yours truly, your host, forgot to start the streamer bot. Now, if you want, I'll shut this down and start another stream, and I'll make sure to get everything going. But I think we're good with what we had. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight that was on here on YouTube. I do appreciate your support, and I enjoy you being here. I enjoy the interaction with chat and the interaction that chat has with chat. I also want to thank the Zoom homies, which is going to be, if I remember right, Rich, Bill, Sam, Greg, Jeff, and Darren. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here. If you'd like to join us on the Zoom panel, if you're watching on YouTube, there's an email, kstoutz00m@gmail.com. Send me an email, request the credentials, and we'll get you on there. And Ellen, you better join Zoom tonight. It's an inside joke. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.